Hey folks, it's Dad here. Just doing a little update. Nash is off in the mountains on a scout camping trip for a week, so we're not getting a lot done on the engine project, on the Project Z. But as you might be able to tell here in a minute, the old man has been working on trying to update the garage to make it a nicer place to work. This garage was built with the house in 1935, and it's just 2x4s with cladding on the outside, and that's it. So it's been, it lets the weather through right through the walls, and a lot of spots around the baseboards had been rotted out with years of weather. And I've been cutting wood out and putting in new stuff, and fastening baseboards into the cement and getting this place tightened up, but also putting up insulation. And already it's making a huge difference. I've got the walls probably 60% done being insulated currently, and you can really tell the difference in here with the air conditioner and the fan running. I've been able to get it 16 degrees cooler inside here than outside. When it's 89 out there, I've had it 73 in here as is. So I finished getting all this insulated, and then hopefully before wintertime put in some sort of just cheap material to make a ceiling in here to help keep the air that we're heating or cooling in this area. I think it'll make a huge difference. And I've been baking cookies from scratch and selling them to locals for some money to buy the insulation, and made a mess of cookies, and that's gone real well. So far I'm pretty happy with the progress, and we'll keep you updated on that. Anyway, it's summertime. The kids are doing lots of stuff. The old man's doing garage improvement. And we'll have more Project Z content on the way. The last time we're messing with this engine, we looked at the valve train. It looked really nice. I'd really like to maybe flip this engine over and look at the bottom end of it and just see how it looks before we go to the trouble of swapping it into the car. Just kind of give it a once over, but so far, things are looking good, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate you, your likes and your subscription to the channel, and the boys are learning a lot about cars and mechanics, and just critically thinking about problems and figuring out how to solve them. And at the end of the day, that's really what this is all about, is teaching these kids to be able to fix things when they break. And old cars give you plenty of opportunity for that, as we all know. Anyhow, that's all I got to say. I appreciate you coming along for the ride, and let's take a little look around the garage here real quick, and you can see how it's coming along. A few months ago I installed this. This is a used garage door I got from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. He replaced it because the bottom panels were kind of kicked in a little bit, and but all of the tracks and all the hardware to install it were still new in the box, and so that was a super score for me. I paid $100 for that and installed it myself. Replaced the old janky wooden door that was from 1935 and was coming apart. It was really dangerous, had big giant springs, and it was dreadful. So I took the wood from that, and as you can see here, I recycled it into this chicken coop. Hello ladies, what's going on, burbs? It's almost the witching hour for the birds. Time for them to go in for the night. Anyhow, as you can see, the paint matches because it's actually the old door. And I'd already put this barn door in here, but it had big air gaps around it. And it turns out for $1.57, these pool noodles do a pretty excellent job of making a little, weather strip on there. This sole plate here, you see that wood at the bottom, that was completely gone. All these studs here were no longer connected to the ground. This piece of the garage wall, you could push on it and it would flop out. So that's all been anchored into the cement, fixed. I just put in this new door just to have a walk-through door out to, so I don't have to keep opening this over and over again. I got that from the Habitat for Humanity store. Pre-hung, 40 bucks, not so bad. And then you can see all the insulation here. This is just R13, but it's not a huge R rating, but it does beat R0, which is what I had before. So it's coming along. It's coming along. We're making it happen. At any rate, thanks again, as always, for checking in on us and following our progress. We'll have more content up as soon as Nash gets back and gets a little rest. I'm sure he'll probably need a couple days. And we'll get back on it. And in the meantime, just, you can go back and look at some of our old videos. And, if you hit the subscription bell, then you'll know, bing, immediately when we have a new video up. So thanks again. Keep your eyes on what we're doing. And as Moses would say, Hoc Studios, dum dum da dum.